Bar Group, raising the bar in real estate. Your Lake Highlands, Lakewood, Preston Hollow pros. You can find them at thebargroup.com. Unparalleled customer service for your real estate needs. The Bar Group. What'd you say? What'd you say?
Face for radio, voice for newspaper.
All right, that's Kevin Mark.
That's it.
We're going live. All right. My next guest is in Austin, I believe, at his Hoedown Showdown. I really have a lot of respect. Not you, you bonehead. I really have a lot of respect for this guy. His name is number one's name's Dutch, not just Dutch. Dutch Phillips. Yeah, he's got a last name. He's a hell of a pickleball player. And my last text to him to get him on the show after a year of hounding him is, I said, "All right, Dutch. At this point, I'm feeling a restraining order. All right."
That's fair.
And he goes, "Okay." And anyway, I got him on. So here we are. We got Dutch Phillips, my man. Talk to us. You're Dutch. There you go. And right there. What's up, bro?
I am here. Don't put Austin on me, bud. I'm a Houston guy. I'm a big H-town guy.
That's the Crowley brothers' fault. It's not mine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put those guys on a TRO. So if we continue on with this, I'm super glad to see you again. I'm glad you're doing well.
Thank you, sir.
This is a
Where are you
nice little comeback show for you. Go ahead.
It is. Where are you at? Talk to us about where you're at.
I am at an establishment that I am an investor in, the Bumpy Pickle. If you're in Houston, I know you've been here. If you haven't, you should be. We've got a little, see our little pickleball situation there.
I like that. Do you have a tattoo of that?
This is what you would probably prefer.
That's what we're going to put in DFW Indoor Pickleball right there.
Is our, send those guys my way. I'm happy to talk to them. 26 drafts here. I'll give you a quick.
26 drafts.
Let me give you a quick walk.
Kevin, what do you think?
We'll make this
That place is
Kev's
first
been
class.
out here.
Yeah, I've been there a couple times. Great spot.
Came out here and beat me, which was nice of him. So you've got you've got volleyball courts.
Oh wow!
And then for us folks, all the pickleball courts.
Pickleballers.
So you got 9 of those, and then we'll see what else we can fit into this 2 acres. But again, Curtis, for you, and just for you, we've got the bar.
You got a bar
That's right.
just for me?
And a full restaurant. Yeah, anytime you're in town, it's on me. No question.
Kevin, we're leaving. Kevin, we're going right now.
That's right now.
Yeah, you guys.
For 4 hours.
You guys want to go to Houston and go to this place right now? No, they're gonna go. I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Come on out.
Well, man, thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Kevin's on here to ask questions or obviously chime in. He's our Dallas go-to guy with pickleball here now for the show. Just tell us about the way of pickleball. What, when, where, why? Talk to us.
That for Kev or for me?
For you, man. Kevin's a wing man. You're my wing man. Let's go.
I was a tennis guy, and it's just such a beautiful game. Loved it, enjoyed it, loved every single thing about it. And I was out at a place called Bobby Riggs in San Diego.
Nice.
In fact, I just returned from there 2 days ago. But I was out there 5 years ago, almost to the date, going to play tennis. And I see these people playing this ridiculous game. It's obnoxious and just looked silly. And I was waiting for my partner to show up to play tennis. And as the story you've heard 1,000 times, some elderly folks said, "Hey, why don't you come play with us while you're waiting?" And I did.
He got his ass kicked by other people.
No, actually, it was the opposite.
Sorry.
In about 30 minutes, I was whooping all of them. But mind you, these were like 3-0s, so nothing to brag about. And everybody was so friendly to me. And then a gentleman by the name of Steve Dawson said, "Hey, why don't you come over here and play with these guys?" And I wished I'd known all their names. One of them was DJ Young. The other one was a guy named Mills Miller.
Nice.
And I don't remember who the other person was, but these people beat the living tar out of me. And I was like, wow. Like, I'm talking, there wasn't a single point, but I didn't know how to think. I didn't know what thinking was. I didn't know any of these things. And I was like, what a neat game. And Steve's like, yeah, these guys are both. I don't think DJ at the time was sponsored, but he was about to be, and then get on tour, as we all know now. Um, and I was just like, what? Like, this game has sponsors? uh, what a silly game! But it was. I loved that there was something to try to achieve. That there was a progression and an enormous one. So I was like, I could probably do this. And then I met another gentleman named Patrick Murphy,
Nice.
who was with Engage, and he said, "Hey, uh, you may be able to do better than just beat your parents in the neighborhood at this game. Let me connect you with a lady named Bobby Fumi, who at that time was a pro for Engage, and then shortly thereafter moved to Gamma. And then she spent who knows how long, probably too long with me, trying to train me up.
Is he always like this?
And get me into gear. So very grateful for Steve and
Nice.
and for those gentlemen that beat the crap out of me. Very grateful
So
for
nice of
them.
them,
Otherwise,
yeah.
I wouldn't have enjoyed this so much and wouldn't have continued playing. But then here
Now
we
look
are.
at you.
So
So what do you? So when you play, do you prefer mixed singles, doubles, or
I am a
doubles?
I'm a singles player.
Singles guru?
That's what I enjoy. So, but you know, you can't really. It's silly. Well, I'm not playing much tournaments anymore because I'm old. So
So
I'm
am I.
47.
I'm 49 next
47.
Monday.
I can't wait to 49. Senior tour. I'm
right.
coming.
Did you just?
That's the plan.
Well,
So,
I was told by an NPL owner yesterday that she said that 49 is the gateway to 50 in January next year. Yeah,
it is. I'm super pumped.
I'll be there. We'll be in NPL together, guys, for real.
Right.
Super pumped.
Okay.
But
you're
yeah,
singles.
it's not. It doesn't make much sense to travel across the country and just play a single event.
Yeah.
You might as well get them all in.
Yeah.
It's fun. We get to see everybody. But me personally, no. I am I'm a very crappy 5-0.
Whatever, dude.
doubles.
Anyway, I know.
Very crappy 5-0 in doubles. I
Kevin,
prefer
what do you think?
singles.
Dutch is a player.
I
Don't
could
let him fool you.
I'm not.
Okay?
I'm not.
Dutch is a player.
I know.
For sure.
Hey, we had Jeremy Puckett in last Friday.
Yeah,
Jeremy
good guy.
Puckett. Yeah.
I played. So he had the unfortunate opportunity to play against me at the Texas Open in singles, and it was 97 degrees. I don't remember, 3-4 years ago, and he faced me in the first round. And he's a very good player.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he's a very, very good player.
Yep.
And however it happened, God gave it to me. I pulled that out. He then, I don't know how many more he had to play, but he came back up through the losers bracket and had to face me in the finals. But mind you, I'm sitting there on an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of rest in the AC, hydrated, and he shows up just exhausted, whooped, nothing, and he looks at me and he goes, I barely hung in there in the first round, and now here I am. And I'm like, bud, I'm glad to see you here. I let him have it, though.
Yeah,
like,
of course you did. Now I knew that was coming. Shut up, man.
But he would have done the same thing to me. And had the tables been turned, and I'd have lost, there's no way.
I know.
After that, like, that's where you find these special guys like Tyson and the others that can just fight back and
Kevin Mark
and win. Yeah, Kevin Mark, that guy's a monster.
He's a beast. I know he is, man.
But
so what's your favorite paddle, bro?
Super good dude.
What's your brand?
My favorite
What's
paddle?
your favorite brand? Who's your brand?
Well, I'm sponsored by Vulcan. They picked me up 4 years ago, and I'm very grateful. What a neat family. I just got this guy, which is Jay's new paddle. I like it very much.
Nice.
It's a 13 millimeter. I typically like a 16 millimeter. Unlike Jay, I don't need a paddle to develop power. I got my own power. You know, I don't need a paddle to do that for me. So
shows up good.
I tease, obviously, but so I'm a Vulcan guy.
So let's see here. So what about what you got coming up? National tournament, obviously, you gonna make that?
Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like I'm going to do it. I thought about it. Kevin and I have been back and forth. Some of our other friends repeatedly, because it's nice that it's closer to home.
Oh, yeah.
but not this year.
Well,
I'm not going to do it this year. I've got life outside of pickleball.
yeah, I know it sucks, dude. Life
How
outside.
ridiculous is that? But
Can you believe
and
he has
again,
life outside of pickleball?
Imagine that.
I know.
That's
Do you
know.
have a life outside of pickleball?
I don't know. I'm trying to maintain one.
You're hanging with the wrong guy, bro. The wrong student. No. Well, good. All right. Well, so talk to us about what are you doing right now in the sport? I'm sorry if I misrepresented the city, and I apologize.
No,
What are you
you're good.
doing? What are you doing with right now with pickleball? Major League Pickleball, or what's in your wheelhouse?
We'll see what happens
Fair
in
enough.
another couple of years when I get to. That's kind of. I'm fortunate that Vulcan's keeping me around when I'm not playing a heck of a lot of tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice of them. Hopefully, it's because they're betting on me for the senior tour. It would be nice instead of right now where you have to compete against a 35-year-old like Kevin that's got 8% body fat.
I know, jerk.
Yeah,
or on the pro tour trying to compete against a 19-year-old
Hayden.
that never gets exactly one of these youngsters is just they never get, or Wyatt.
They never
one
get
of these kids that just never tire.
Now, you guys know this. We used to be like this a long time ago. We were like that on the
It
tennis
doesn't
court.
feel like it.
We
Kevin, you're
did.
like, it doesn't feel like it.
anymore.
And I would, I'm greatly looking forward to when I'm 50
Sweet.
or 49 and can compete at 50.
It's crazy, man.
Being the 19-year-old on the senior tour. You know,
All
that's the goal.
What's your favorite place to play?
Oof.
Thus far, you play it many more. I'll clarify.
I
that.
had a chance to go to Squaw Valley, and that was pretty cool because the Winter Olympics were held there, and right underneath the Olympic sign
There was a pickleball.
are pickleball, and that's pretty slick. That was pretty cool.
That's
to play
cool.
right underneath the Olympic sign.
Should have taken a picture. You could send it to Kevin.
But nationals wasn't terrible.
Oh yeah.
Especially Indian Wells.
I know,
That's not
I know.
a terrible place to be.
What do you think, Kev?
That's as
Naples
good of a
isn't
venue as
terrible.
there is
Yeah.
at Indian Wells. Yeah.
There isn't, but Bumpy Pickle doesn't suck either.
No, it
bud.
doesn't.
We're
Get
gonna
on
come
here.
there, man. Just send me a
Yeah,
shirt or
get on
two,
out.
bro. I'll give you the address. I'll wear it with pride on here and name
I
call
will
you.
get you a shirt, and you need to get in on this.
I
You
will.
need to get one of these.
Where's that
You
at?
got to make that happen.
That's it. I
It's
got to get
FCA.
you one. That's an FCA
Yeah,
pickleball,
it's
man.
Yeah,
Coming.
yeah. What?
I
Hey,
got to get you one.
that's
Next time.
part of being on here. Being
Next
part of the
time.
family. Well, you're part of the family too now,
That's
Dutch,
right.
because you came on the show. So, and this guy right here, truth be told, he's the one that helped me get it started. Truth. Because
Did Kevin tell you how we met?
hold on a second. That's for in the kitchen. All right,
Yeah.
we're not in the kitchen
Oh,
yet, bro.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's go to your favorite shot. What's your favorite shot? Not you, Kevin. This is your interview. We love you. What's your favorite shot?
Oh man, probably the one that goes in.
I thought he was going to say fireball. That's what he was going to say first.
So it's been I'm not a fireball guy anymore, Kev.
That changed last week, bro.
Once I came to Christ and you kept me there, buddy, I kind of stayed away from the liquor
Good
side
man.
of it. But
Smart man.
doesn't mean that I won't hit a Dos Equis.
There you go. Oh,
So favorite shot,
mine's the lob. I like the lob
yeah.
with the offensive line, dude. The kitchen line.
probably
I wouldn't do it against you guys.
from just because I'm such a tennis purist and I love it. Just a nice two-handed backhand down the line. It's just a fun shot to hit. You don't see a ton of it in pickleball. The
right.
two-handed backhand,
The two-hander.
or at least it. So I like that shot.
All right. Who's your favorite player? Male players is Hayden.
Oh man, I'm gonna
And my
get a
female is
lot.
Jesse Irvine. I'm telling you that right now because she asked me to come on
Yeah.
her show like 4 months ago. And
Yeah.
she never got back to me. Keep
And
going.
She's really sweet.
I know
too.
she's there.
Um,
Favorite players.
So I'm going to get some flack for this, I'm sure, but Daniel De La Rosa's my guy. I freaking love that guy.
What? He's
I-
up a creek with me, man. Tell me he's in a lot of trouble with me because
I freaking love that guy. I think
he's been on the show. Is he a good? Dude?
uh,
All right.
he's a good dude, and I think it's
All right.
cool that somebody. He's kind of like the Bo Jackson here, the
Does
Deion
racquetball.
Sanders. You're playing multiple sports.
I know.
And I've never, and he's not a big guy. I'm not a big guy, and I'm bigger than him. I'm a couple inches taller, probably. Sorry, Daniel. And probably 10, 20 pounds heavier than him. No one in this game hits the ball harder than him. I watched that guy break 5 brand new balls in a single game. It's insane. I don't know how he can hit.
What do you
It's
think, Kev?
unbelievable to
You
watch
played
him.
against him?
I have played against Daniel. He's a great player and only going up, and great guy too. So splits time in San Antonio and Arizona. A couple years ago, we did a Ryder Cup event where we got 8 8 guys from Arizona
Wow.
and 8 guys from Dallas and played, and he was a part of that group. And
That's
so
awesome.
You could see, and he was even newer to the game than you. Like, this guy has all of it.
Well, he came on. Well, tell me he's in trouble because he came on for a video thing like last October because he was referred. And then I talked to him probably about 3 months ago, and he said he'd call me back. He was a player. He still hasn't called me back, but he always picks up when I call. Anyway,
Busy
forget that.
boy.
So
He's
good.
Busy, and he's a dad.
It's a good choice. Yeah, he's
husband.
he's
got a
busy.
lot going on.
All
Give
right.
him some slack. Give him some
I
slack.
will. What's your favorite tip you tell your players or you tell your partner when you play a match?
Constant. I talk a lot, so it's usually just be patient, wait for it.
Good.
It's constant, and that
a good tip.
transcends outside of pickleball.
Verbal
That goes
cues.
to my work life as well. So
Yeah.
just be patient and wait for it. So,
Well, I had something happen like that to me today. Someone paid it forward, Joan and I. Thank you very much. Yeah, they come out of nowhere, man. If your heart's true and your journey's just, nothing's gonna go wrong. Simple as that. And I'm being serious. All right, so let's go to you. Who are you? Where are you from? What's up? Your story. Where are you from?
I'm from a
Grow up.
small town just outside of Houston,
Okay.
so called Humble,
Oh, yeah.
and not a whole heck of a lot going on there. But Houston, as it continues to expand, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's kind of become part of this city.
Mhm.
So
Did you have any junior players you grew up with that well we would know of? I played against Alex O'Brien, and that's about it. I played against Patrick Raptor in Shreveport in like
No.
'95.
no,
I didn't play them.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. Okay, because there's a lot of good tennis in there. All right, cool. From Houston, so let's go in the kitchen now. Favorite band, favorite song now. I was listening to Loving Popper. It's a Built to Spill band. They're from Idaho. Pretty cool. What are you jamming right now? You're next. What are you jamming to?
I have a bizarre list of songs, and they don't even make sense. We're in my phone right now, so I can't quite give them to you.
Okay.
But my fiance teases me often
Good.
because there's a lot of kind of girl power in there. Like Sia's in there, Rihanna's in there.
Nothing wrong with
I'm
that.
like, babe, you don't understand. Well, I run a lot.
Uh-huh. I can see that, dude. You fit
and
as a fiddle.
I put my entire list or play mix is, I have two. One of them is 175 beats per minute, and the other one's 185 beats per minute. So I
Wow.
search the songs based on the beats per minute. So it's a bizarre mix of songs, has actually nothing to do with the song
Wow.
and everything to do with the cadence. So
There you go.
so if I had to guess, right this exact moment would be Sia's Unstoppable. That's probably my best girl power song to run to
There you
right
go.
now, because the cadence is good, and in your
Energy.
head's good with it, because you don't want to quit.
No.
So
Oh, what do you got, Kevin? What
I
are you jamming
love that. Oh, you're gonna like this. All right, so I got 3 little girls.
to? Okay.
All right,
I know
11, 9, and 7.
Like
And-
Rob, you got 3 girls.
3 girls? All right.
You got
Yeah. So
3.
I got on and I introduced them to the late 90s, early 2000s
Yeah.
Boyd band.
Yeah.
So right now in my house, man, on my kids' devices and stuff, it's in sync, blasting out. So it's still fun enough for me, like seeing, little kids, and then it brings you back to 8th, 9th.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
yet. Not yet.
whatever.
One at a time. but-
All right, so I started watching for the 3rd time Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power. I love that, and I'm a nerd about that stuff. What are you jamming to, listen to, or watching? Do you binge watch? I don't know. What do you do?
We're fantasy people.
There
We
you
like
go.
that stuff.
Okay,
Lord of
good.
the Rings, Game of Thrones. We did that. I am not in charge of the remote. I'm not in
understand.
charge of that.
I understand.
So right now we're flipping between. I think this is her 3rd rendition of Grey's Anatomy.
That's all right.
I still don't know all the characters' names. I go to bed early, get up early, so
Hey.
usually I'm kind of dozing off when she's doing this.
Good job.
I'm fortunate she lets me stay in proximity.
What do you got?
And Suits. So she's bouncing between Grey's Anatomy
Yeah.
and Suits.
Suits.
That's good.
And these are, and they're pretty good.
Let's see what
So
Kevin's
I tend
got.
to enjoy-
That's good.
What are
yeah,
you guys watching?
Finish up Hard Knocks.
There you go.
Series?
Which one? The one?
The Jets.
The Jets.
Yeah. The whole Aaron Rodgers.
And Rodgers
thing.
is out.
Yeah, that's crazy. A lot of hype there, but that's been a lot of fun, and my wife will watch that with me too. So that's a good.
Okay, here's a collective question. Do you guys believe in the Madden myth? Like if you go on the show?
Cover? Oh,
Yeah.
the cover.
I think
Oh.
Hard Knocks is like that because every time they have it, the teams are
Oh,
terrible.
for sure.
Oh, well. What do you think, Dutch? Or do you?
I don't.
Okay. That's the
So I'm not sure. Is that a video game thing? What are we talking about?
Well, yeah. Well, like every time, like back when Madden was big, anytime a player would get on there, like in the late 80s, mid 90s, they'd always get injured, which is true. It always happened.
It was like 16 out of 17 years in a row.
I
Whoever they
remember
put
that.
on the cover that was the MVP or whatever the year before just got hurt right away
Yeah.
or had a down year, and it was like every single year.
I know.
They had you. So I don't follow any of that.
That's
but
okay.
I did watch.
I'm gonna watch some of that. I'm gonna watch. Rick keeps talking about Suits. I'm gonna watch that. You're the third person that's come on that said that.
Carson Wentz, who I had the pleasure of meeting and getting to know. I think he was on that, right? And he did have an injury or a few.
Oh no.
So.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I think he did do that Hard Knock thing. So.
What's your favorite podcast?
This one. I'm sitting here with you, bud. You know, I didn't.
The one he's on. The one he's
I didn't tell him to say that, all right? I didn't tell you to say that, but thank you.
Either, it was. I declined to answer David Goggins and Rich Roll. I was just like, I'm sorry, guys.
Gotta go, Curtis. Gotta go, Curtis. After a year of stalking you, man, it's like a year and a half almost. That's all right. I knew Kevin promised me that it'd be good stuff, so I waited, and he was right.
Dutch is worth it.
I know. I would say it's there's a show other than yours called History That Doesn't Suck.
History That Doesn't Suck. You heard of that?
That's a good name. No.
It's pretty cool.
All right, what do you got, Kevin?
PTI, pardon the interruption.
Oh, yeah.
A little Mike Wilbon, Tony Kornheiser taking the things of the day and talking heads, man. That's entertaining.
Well, that's good. All right, so we're going to go to favorite sports teams. Mine's, the Chiefs. I was from there. I was there before anybody else. They were big. I like Cowboys, like Rangers, Mavs, like all them. All your local hometowns. Who you like, Dutch, then we'll ask Kevin. Favorite teams?
I couldn't tell you. I'm a guy person, not like a player person, not a team person.
Okay.
I don't, so I've been, I'm wherever Carson's playing, I'll root for that team, him or Zach Ertz, whoever they're playing for these days, or Rashard Davis. I met all three of those guys on a mission trip to Haiti, and super good dudes. So wherever those guys are playing, those are my favorite teams.
Well, one of the segments at the end is something weird and unique that would people that know about you, that might be a good one to talk about. Last thing. Pets. We have pets. We have dogs. They're both nuts. It's a PTI. We have a Labradoodle and a Havanese. They're nuts. What do you got? You got any dogs? Animals? Cats? Dogs? Fish? Tigers?
I've got the OG dog.
OG dog. So, that's Buzz McKenzie.
So if I could show you my phone, I would.
You could.
I've got the OG doodle. I have the poodle.
What?
All you people that ran around getting these things so it could be more like, just get the poodle.
Those are mean. They're feisty, bro. Those things are feisty.
It's Poodle 2.0. That's what we got. I have a doodle, too.
Yeah, we got a doodle. All right. Well, whatever. So what do you got, Kmart?
Yeah, I got a doodle also. And it's a big black dog named Vader. Okay? Watching Star Wars, all that. My kids, what do we call this dog? It's Vader. I'm not arguing with that.
So. Our dog's name is Chief, and he's blonde. He's got green eyes like my wife, and he's got a caramel nose. He's a cute dog. He's mean as shit sometimes. But whatever.
Mine is Subi. Roo.
Subi-Roo?
Named after a Subaru, and my bride thinks that's the dumbest thing in the world.
No way, dude. You drive a Subaru, don't you?
That's why I didn't know which one would come first.
I thought he pulled up in one. This guy's crazy. All right, so what is something, I'm going to ask you too, Kevin, what's something unique that people don't know about you that would think is really kind of weird? Me, I'm a triplet. There's three of me. 2 minutes apart, 1974, real legit. It was just, oh my God. Because it was supposed to be me, and then my sister came, and then my brother Colin, they said, oh my God, there's another one. And he's like 6'5". My mom's like 5'5" or something. My dad's huge, but yeah, that's something secret. What you got? And then Kevin's next. You want to think on it?
Yeah, Kev, you go, because I got 1,000 of these.
That would be fun.
Yeah,
things that people would think are weird.
Or funny.
Dutch got a while to think about that. He's a lot to choose from.
You got a lot to choose from.
A lot weirder than you, Kev.
This is good. Sure. This is good. All right, so this might even be a segue into how Dutch and I met each other.
But, there it is right here, yeah.
But like occasionally at whatever these pickleball tournaments or whatever, like I'll show up in a costume, man. You get an event and I'll show up in a costume.
You?
Play.
I love it. Let's show this real quick.
Have fun with it. So this is how Dutch and I actually met each other.
All right, let's see if this can focus.
Oh, you did. You were ready for that. You knew I was going to say that.
He's going to come in.
I can see it. Yeah.
Can't do it.
So this was great. This is how Dutch and I met. So we're playing
Scoot over to your left, Rob.
in Houston.
There it is.
That's so funny.
So who's in the Santa suit?
So I'm in the Santa
Nate.
suit, and then we got another mutual friend who's wearing the elf leprechaun lederhosen situation onesies. And so we're playing in this tournament, and it's not like a Christmas or a costume thing. It's just we showed up in this. And so we come, and it was like second, third round or whatever, winner's bracket final or something. We played Dutch and this other guy named Jeff. Yeah. And everyone in this gym is dead serious, like competing. It's a 5-0 tournament. Like, you're trying to play. And my buddy and I, we roll up wearing these onesies for this tournament. And we did really well. Like, we're winning in it. And then so Dutch comes up to us afterwards, and he's like, okay, you two, like, what's this bit? He's like, what's this all about? This doesn't make any sense. You guys are good dudes. You're having fun. You're playing well.
I can see. What is this? What is?
He's like, what is this bit? And he, like, no one else asked, but Dutch came up and he's like, what's going on here? Like, what's the? Was like, well, here's what we're about. Here's what we're doing. Here's we're having fun. He's like, okay. So then it was like, I don't know, a couple weeks later, you hit us up on Facebook or something. He's like, okay, I checked this out. You guys are legit. Let's keep talking. And we went from there. That was fun.
Well, I mean, how he left some parts of that story out, which is fun. But so these two, and they very quickly told me that they were doing ministry through the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Naturally, their costumes I would fit right in, but some of the antics, I was like, wait a minute, like during warm up. Do you want to tell that story, Kevin?
No, you got this, man. You're good.
Yeah. So as the pregame warm up before we started our match. Sorry, I got people coming in the background.
Tell them leave.
Get out of here. So during the pregame warm-up, I'm playing with him, and his partner was Nate, and I'm calling you out, Nate. I hit a relatively, it's the first couple shots, hit a relatively high dink over the net, and his partner Ernie's it as hard as, who does this in a
what?
Warm-up winners.
Those are the easiest to beat.
A warm-up winner into my crotchetal.
Oh, in the Garden of Good and Evil? Ooh.
Oh, yeah. And I'm just like, who? So first thing out of my mind is, well, one, you're dressed like a bunch of knuckleheads. And then the second of all, no one warms up like that. So the fact that we could end up becoming such great friends later on is a testament.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it's a sport. It's a sport.
That's it.
Truly, it's a sport. Well, look, man, we're about to get out of here, but thanks for coming on, Dutch. How would people get in touch if they ever wanted to, if they need to? The Gram, the LinkedIn,
Gram's fine.
The Gram.
It's easy. I'm there. Dutch Phillips. I think there's only about 4 of us on Earth.
I'm one of them.
So
I'm following
him.
Yeah, you're on Instagram. He's
yeah.
not on Gram. Anyway, I'm Curtis Reese at Reese Racket Sports, or type in on the World Wide Web, Curtis Reese Pickleball. We're there somewhere. Kevin, any parting words, bro?
No, thanks for having us, man. Being a repeat guest is an honor, so thank you.
Well, you're more than welcome. Dutch, anything, bro?
No, y'all be blessed. Thank you, sir. I'm glad to see you again.
Peace.
Always, brother. Love you.
See you, man.